As you can see. As you can see right there. She's a leaker. It's a good thing the floor drain is elevated. and all the, it's a good thing this is the high part of the boiler room floor. Burning of it, look. Our oxygen drops, our carbon monoxide skyrockets. We have a defective gas valve. Alright? It's opening and closing and not maintaining, just fully open. And every time it does that, we have incomplete combustion, and that's the reason we have carbon monoxide. We have carbon monoxide coming out of a boiler or a heating appliance that burns fuel because the byproduct of incomplete combustion is carbon monoxide. See, it just did it again. It ramps up or down. Yep, and it skyrockets up and down. See? And this is why we test and we don't guess. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Mikey Pipes, with Frankie Pipes. Oh, I just gave you Frankie Pipes.
AKA Frankie Pipes.
Thursday morning over here in beautiful Long Island, New York. Well, not so beautiful today. We got some rain, overcast, just passing by the Green Acres Mall over here on Sunrise Highway and Valley Stream. We're heading to a customer that we were at a couple weeks ago. They got a two-family house with 2 boilers, and while I was there, I actually created a video, and I'll put a link up in the description, right up there maybe, or over there. You'll check it out. I discussed, how I sold a heating maintenance agreement to the homeowner, for both systems, and we made it very, very easy, and laid out all of the facts and gave him all the options, and got them to sign up. Even though there are existing issues with the system, we're going to take care of them. They're going to pay for the parts. We're going to do a tune-up, and we're going to get them serviced. Make sure we take care of them. All right, guys, let's get the show on the road. I appreciate if you smash that thumbs up in advance and show some love to the channel. If you haven't done so already, consider subscribing. There's no cost or obligation, ladies and gentlemen. We don't even have to sleep together, but I may buy you a Happy Meal when I'm done with you. All right, let's get going. Well, we're still driving. Deep inside Jamaica, Queens. We're deep up in there. What do you say, Frankie? We in the Frankie Pipes. We in the hood. We deep in the hood. People with the ridge lines don't know how to drive. Look at that. See? Got PJs everywhere. All right. Those project buildings, huh? We're getting there. We're getting there. Trust me, guys, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Trust me on this. Trust me, I got you. Trust me. Make sure you smash that thumbs up in advance because I am not going to disappoint. And trust me, Frankie. Frankie, tell him to trust me.
Trust me.
That's right. I got you. It's a clusterfuck. This is why I don't come into the city like this. See? It's an absolute clusterfuck. And that's why I got to get in there. Uh-oh. Let me back up a little bit. Oh, shit. Back up. I got you, bro. I got you. What's Range Rover doing? Oh, don't hit me. Don't hit me, bro. I got you. Range Rover. Say Red Rover. Damn. Fucking deep up in here. Oh, shit. That's cursed. Uh-oh. Damn. Frankie, it's complete effing gridlock. We got lucky right here. Look at this. We did it. We got here a spot right here. Right in the corner of the house. We good. Okay. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. Frankie, you first. Oh,
it's a little.
You remember me, right?
I do.
Good morning. It's a little wet here. Let me put a few things down first. Sorry.
Okay, no worries.
How you been, ma'am? No more COVID? Got rid of the COVID?
I'm amazing.
You got the China.
Oh Lord, this looks like a...
Well, we have a tune-up on 2 neglected boilers, right? We got you though.
I'm owning the neglect.
Okay.
Good morning.
This is Frankie. You didn't see him before.
No, I didn't see him. Hi, Frankie. Okay. So let's.
I forgot her name. That's not your.
I'm
You're
Shirley.
Oh, your mom's Shirley.
She's Shirley.
That's right. You're Shirley. Okay. There's a light switch here somewhere, I think. Or no. Oh. All right. Frankie, we gotta find the light switch.
It should be right there.
Bow! There we go. Okay. We got crown boiler number 1, crown boiler number 2.
They're not furnaces. I learned that on your last visit.
That's right. That's right. So what we're gonna do? So you have the maintenance agreement with us. So we're gonna do a tune-up. We're gonna clean everything. We're gonna test everything.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the price for the parts that we need to change.
Okay.
You're not paying for labor. You're just paying for the parts.
Okay.
And
But you're not gonna, are you gonna change it today?
yes.
Okay.
Because you have the drip on the thing's full of water.
Okay. So then, all right. So now I'll have to pay for whatever
Yeah. You need 2 tanks and you need 2 relief valves.
Okay. Maybe more than a couple grand.
What? What did you say? More than a couple grand?
I hope not.
More than a couple grand?
I don't know. My mom is she's mentally preparing her retirement party, and every time I talk.
Oh, how's that working out? How's that working out so far? You were planning it, weren't you?
Well, that's the whole point. Originally, she didn't want that many people. The price is going up. And she's acting like, oh, well, you know, I'm only gonna have 5 people. Maybe I have 11 people. I'm like, so now.
Maybe you have 55.
She's not having a 55 people. Because I'm not spending more than $5 grand for this. Like, 'cause she don't even like that.
Oh.
I have to pay for their
She doesn't like him. All
I
right.
mean, it's fine. I have the money, so I'll.
Okay. No, it's not more than a couple grand. It's not even a grand.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there's a reason why I didn't bring Peter. I brought Frankie Pipes. All right. So far, we just vacuumed everything down. Sprayed everything down with WD-40. I like using that stuff. And Frankie right now to remove the front panel of the combustion chamber. You can see we had some water damage here. That's evident by that screw, but she's still good. So we're gonna try to take these burners out and vacuum out the combustion chamber. In the meantime, I'm gonna turn off the water to the boiler right there. See this shutoff valve? We'll put a valve tag on here. This shutoff valve is the boiler feed. Here's the backflow prevention device. All right, with the drain off the vent, and you can see there's a T here. So this shutoff valve shuts off water to this boiler. Obviously marked first floor, and then the other boiler marked second floor. So we got the water off. I'm not going to touch the double pressure reducing valve, but we are going to open up the drain right there. Right. Open up that drain, please. Thank you. We're going to drain down the boiler. Okay. That way we could change the defective relief valve and expansion tank. All right. I have the drip leg removed. Oh, I almost did a Godzilla. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. All right. We're going to remove the relief valve. And next we'll do the expansion tank. See, there's nothing there. We're draining into the floor drain. So we'll just pop this out. And we'll take a look. That seat, right, a lot of cocky on there, and that's the reason why we're changing the relief valve and the expansion tank. And we're also going to change the drip leg and use copper from there. I don't like using black. Non-ferrous material, metals. You know, the rust. See how that's rusted up there? Eventually it's going to rust sealed. Rust up sealed, so next is the expansion tank. Heavy. She heavy, by the way. She heavy. Nice and clean, right? Take all those burners out, clean them, and we gotta take out this expansion tank. She's heavy. I need 2 hands. Oh! Heavy. She heavy, mama. She heavy. It's like your sister's chest. Oh! No, we didn't. No, we didn't. All right, so expansion tank is gone. We're just gonna get our rag and clean up here a little bit, right? We're trying to restore these boilers back to their good or old original condition. It's kind of hard when the sealant fell down above it, and I guess when they made the repair up there, they didn't bother. They didn't bother like, oh, let's clean up the boilers, right? Nah, hacks. Hacks, they bring me stacks. And they help me employ people and put food in people's mouths and families' mouths, you know? That's what we do. That's what we do. And it allows me also to venture out into giving back to the community. And that's why I have the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy YouTube channel, right? Started that just this past Sunday when we announced on a live stream the countdown to 100,000 subscribers. And I made that announcement. That's my way of giving back. And all 100% of ad revenue, merch sales, sponsorships from that channel. Link right up there. Check it out. 100% is going back to giving back to the community. Those who can't afford basic necessities like plumbing and heating. Basic necessities, regardless. Every human being deserves that. And we're going to make that happen. All right, we're going to get sponsors together. We're going to get distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, right? We're even get the community involved, right? Why can't I be like St. Jude, Children's Hospital, or the ASPCA, or the World Wildlife Federation? For less than a cup of coffee a day, you can make a difference in someone's life, and that's facts. Facts. A lot of people say, "Oh, Mikey Pipes, you're making a joke." Nah.
No, for real.
For less than a cup of coffee a day, we're not talking about like $3, mocha swirl latte from Starbucks, a Vente, Bonde, Garge, whatever you want to call it, right? We're talking about, it's cheaper than a large iced coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, which is $2.99 plus tax, $3.25 in New York, right? For $3, listen, if you can spend $3 in the morning for a cup of coffee, you can spend 70 cents a day, which is $30. $30 a month. Come on, man. Put your money where your mouth is. I am. 2% of all revenue going to the fund. Yep, top done now. Okay. Now this, try to back them up in there. Spray that down. Use WD-40. Got WD-40 on the burners. Yeah, spray some WD-40 on the burners. Wipe them down with the rag. Right. We got the top here cleaned up as much as possible. Right. And we're going to put the expansion tank back on. I'm going to build the relief. Right, so I have my new expansion tank. I'm using the Amtrol. This is the 15. X-Trol number 15. Now you may be thinking, all right, let's put it right back here, just like the other one. But that's no bueno. That's no bueno. Frankie, that the expansion tank that's installed there is installed wrong?
The one that was there.
Yeah. See, like the other boiler?
Mm-hmm.
See that? That's installed wrong?
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No.
Oh, so you said yeah. Don't just yes me to that.
You said, did I know?
Did you know that?
I did.
Ah! So you didn't know that.
No.
Right? And if you look at the manual that comes with the expansion tank, right? This single piece of paper. This is the instructions. It actually says that on here. It says installation and operating instructions. Right? This is the manual.
Okay.
Right? It's got the big boy right there. The 160. And you got the 15. Right? And if you look on here, right? What does it say right there? Warning. Mount tank vertically in downward position only. Ensure the piping can support the entire weight of the tank when full of water. You see that? Mount tank vertically in downward position only. Like that? That's no bueno. All right, so now that my Amtrol hydronic thermal expansion tank is mounted in the right orientation, all right, all I did is I removed the T and I removed this nipple. I re-Tefloned this nipple coming off of this elbow. Cleaned off all the threads, applied new Teflon tape, did the same thing to there. Now I'm going to put my relief valve on, which I got out of the truck. And, right, it's 3/4, right? Doesn't really say anything much, right? So, one of a company policy, Frankie, is that anytime you're working on a heating appliance, you want to verify the rating of the relief valve. So for example, this relief valve right here, you want to visibly inspect that it says 150 PSI and 210 degrees. So this one says that, right? And now even though this is brand new out of the box, and it looks like a 3/4 relief valve, right?
Yes, sir.
We're going to take a look at this and tell me what PSI this one is.
5,000 BTU. 150 PSI.
Yeah. So is that the right one for this boiler?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
It's the right one for the boiler?
Is it?
No, you
It
should.
should be 30, no?
Is it the right one for this boiler?
No.
Okay. Are you sure that your final answer? Because you already said yes twice and now no once. Okay, what should the PSI be of this boiler?
30.
Okay. So is that the right relief valve?
No.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
You sure? You bet your paycheck today on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got yours, don't you?
No, I don't get paid. Frankie's closing the drain valve. We're going to fill the system back up. And I know what you're thinking. Mikey Pipes, where's the drip leg? Don't worry, it's coming. Right? Just like your sister said to me last night. Don't worry, you're coming. Oh! All right, now, Frankie, you want to take that hose off and put it onto the purge station? No. Purge station. Purge valve.
From here, right?
Excellent. All right.
It's not reaching now. Oh.
Well, we have a bucket.
Oh.
Compliments of Ferguson. Not a sponsor of the channel. You know what? It's funny. Nobody expects more from us than we do. And if you shop at Ferguson, expect them to have nothing in stock. Oh, here's a bucket. So now we're going to purge. All right, Frankie, purge. Purge away, Frankie. Purging? Okay. You sure? Done purging?
Coming out, steady stream, no bubbles.
We'll give you a lesson on purging in a second. Or 5 seconds.
Pause second.
Yeah, you don't know how to purge, do you?
Close that valve.
What?
Close the valve.
Yeah, why didn't you? Why didn't you?
I don't know.
Okay, bump up the pressure. Oh, now we got bubbles. Look at that. You're gonna purge until the bubbles are gone. And make sure you don't stand directly in front of this, Frankie. Because I didn't put the drip leg on yet. All right, so watch that, watch the pressure. You know the pressure gauge is showing 0 right now. You never know. You never know. Matter of fact, stop that. I'm gonna put a drip leg on here. Close the valve. Yeah, do that manually. I'm gonna get a drip leg on here. We'll continue. All right, I added a drip leg to the relief valve with a 3/4 inch Viga press male adapter with a 3/4 inch Viga press 90, and I extended the pipe to almost above the floor. Frankie Pipes,
Yes, sir.
pop quiz. What does the plumbing code state for drip legs as far as length that they should be? And if you don't know, it's fine, but you're expected to learn on this job. You're expected to learn the code because that's what we do. We do plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. But do you know what the code states, or do you know what the drip leg length needs to be on a relief valve?
No.
Okay. The answer, all right, in the plumbing code is that the drip leg shall extend a maximum of 6 inches off the floor and a minimum of 1 pipe length. 1 pipe diameter. Okay? 6 inches maximum. No less than 1 pipe diameter, which this is 3/4.
Okay.
So there we have it. We're at 4 inches.
6 inches? Minimum?
Go ahead, measure it.
6 inches?
Go ahead, measure it.
Okay.
Go ahead. What do we got? What did I say? I said 4, right?
No, 6.
I said 4. I said, what is that? 4 inches, right? Yeah. And that's 6 inches up there. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, I measured for 4 inches.
Oh.
Oh. All right. So when you replace, now I'm saying this for a reason.
No, no.
When you replace a relief valve, like for example for the water heater. Now, granted, right? Let's say I gotta replace a relief valve, right? And it's copper, right? And it's not iron like or black steel like those are. Listen, would I yell at you for not changing the relief valves on this? No. But if there's no relief valve and you leave one with no relief valve, yes. Like if this was left the way it was with no relief valve there, pointing, especially out to here, yeah, that's grounds for termination. Seriously. Because that's a big safety issue. If it was pointed the other way, you'd get a swift kick in the ass. But especially pointed out towards, potential people standing here, who's standing here? Think about it, right? But if it's pointed towards you, like we were fast filling. I said, no, stop it because there's no drip leg on it. Because it's safety. Right? Okay, keep that in mind. And if you don't have a code book, we'll get you one. But baby steps. How you doing with the Dan Holohan I've Got Steam Heat book?
Nice.
Almost done?
Nice. It's a really good book.
Almost done though?
Almost, but it's a really good book. For plumbers, they should get it.
Okay.
Really good book.
If you have a steam heating system, I highly recommend check out this book on Amazon called I've Got Steam Heat. It's $25. It's an awesome book. It really is an awesome book. Steam heat in your house. It's a book. It's 125 pages long. Even if you're illiterate or if your kindergarten can read more than you can read this book because it's written for the average layperson to understand. And honestly, I read it every year as just a refresher because every time I read it, I pick up something new. I remember something, and I've professionally installed, I'm not going to exaggerate, dozens of steam boilers better because of that book. So if you work on steam, you install steam systems, especially one pipe systems, you should really, really get this book. I've Got Steam Heat. It's on Amazon. It's $25. There's a link up here or there or down there. All right, purge valve's back open. All of the burners are back in. Did you reconnect the pilot? No. Gotta reconnect the pilot. Reconnect the, what is that called, Frankie?
Flame roll out.
Okay, very good. Roll out switch.
Roll out switch.
Excellent. Same thing, flame roll out switch. All right, it is a ceramic disc with a resistor on there, kind of like a fusible link that permanently disables the boiler if it senses a certain amount of temperature, like for example, flame is rolling out, or we have a blocked heat exchanger due to carbonization, or maybe too much fuel, or maybe it's crazy draft and it's just blowing the gas straight up out of the combustion chamber. So if that ever goes, there's a reason for that. You just don't replace it, right? They don't die. Frankie's now reconnecting the pilot tubing to the main gas valve, and then he's going to connect the ground wire. Actually, no, he already connected the ground wire. That was to the pilot burner assembly. And then we're going to do a startup, a combustion and draft analysis, and then we'll tag and move on to the next. And you can see it's a little bit before 9 o'clock, and a typical boiler tune-up should take between 45 minutes to an hour, and we're right on par. Even though I replaced this and that, Frankie's been doing most of the work. This boiler just turned off, and as you can see right there, she's a leaker. She's a leaker. Look at her. She's dripping like a sieve. Look at that, all onto the floor. It's a good thing the floor drain is elevated. and all the, it's a good thing this is the high part of the boiler room floor. That little clip would make a great intro, I swear. All right, Frankie, ready to fire up? All right, we have power to our low water cutoff because we have power restored to the service switch. We have STA1 being displayed on the atmospheric gas boiler control. What does STA1 stand for?
Status standby.
Status standby. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Excuse me. Don't. Listen. I want you to don't just you think out loud, right? Because you're learning, right? And you don't really have that much experience with boilers, which is fine. But I don't want to waste time either. Okay. What's going through your head right now? Speak out loud.
Ain't this supposed to be automatic igniter?
Automatic pilot?
Yeah.
Intermittent pilot? Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What do you want the boiler to do right now?
Kicking back.
Okay. And it's not doing that, right?
Right.
What does STA1 stand for?
Stage standby.
Okay, so it's in standby status, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Stand by. It's waiting for a command. What does that tell you?
Something's not on or something is off or something.
What's something? What would be something?
Gas is on. Connected power on. Water.
Think very simple.
Okay.
Frankie Pipes. Actually, you got to earn Frankie Pipes. We can't give that to you right away. I'm Mikey Pipes. You just can't be Frankie Pipes right away. You thought 50 PSI relief valve was okay in a boiler. I'm just saying.
I didn't say that. All right, now. So
It's in standby mode, right?
yeah.
Okay. What does that mean? In the simplest terms, that means the thermostat is not calling, possibly. Right? So maybe we should give her a call and ask her to turn the heat on. Now, alternatively, how do we get the boiler on?
Without her doing that?
Yeah. Okay, good question. All right, let's find TT. There's TT right there, right? TT is this white wire. This obviously this is going somewhere. There's a lot of stuff going on here, but if we jump out TT right there, the boiler should fire up, right? That's heating thermostat, TT, right? Let's get a jumper wire. You got a jumper wire? Let's TT. I got light for you. All you gotta do is put the jumper. No, just there's alligator clips. All you gotta do is put them on the terminals. They clip on. You can clip onto them, Frankie. Mm-hmm. You can clip onto the wires. They're alligator clips.
Okay.
No, Frankie, they're alligator clips.
How do you do that? Okay, like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Alligator clips.
Okay. Alligator clips do not work that way. Hold the phone. Focus on the screen. What you're showing. You put the alligator clip on an insulated wire. Okay. We have insulation on there for a reason. That's so you can't touch the copper wire behind it, right? So now they're on the terminals, right? Mm-hmm. What's going on there? What is STA1? What does it say now? Look down there.
STA1 status standby. STA1.
Standby. Wait for that to do. Wait for that to do something.
Wait for it to call.
What do we have next?
Status 18. Waiting for a damper to open.
Okay. What do you hear right now?
The damper opening.
Okay. Watch those numbers and read out what they mean.
Yes, sir. Status 6, spark. Status 7, flaming, proven. 8, running. And we got life.
Okay, take the camera down there, look at the burners, make sure they're all proper. Nice and blue down there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next is combustion analysis. Next. All right, Frankie. This is a Testoke 320 combustion analyzer. You at a point later on in your career here, you're gonna get one in your truck because you're not ready for this yet. Okay. So this measures the combustion flue gases and also measures the draft coming out of this boiler. When you first turn it on by the power button, it's gonna zero out like it is right now. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? This probe is gonna go into the flue stack or the stack of the boiler, right? But we don't want it diluted. Like for example, if we were testing the water heater combustion, we're not gonna put the probe here or here, right? Because it's gonna be diluted by the air being brought in from the diverter, right? We would wanna drill a hole here and shove that into the flue way of the water heater before it gets diluted with water. Before it gets diluted with the air from the diverter. So for example, on this boiler here that we're working on, we're gonna put this right there, and it's gonna be hard to see, but this probe is gonna go inside the draft diverter, which is behind the boiler, right there, All right. So I'm gonna get that in there, and I'll show you in a second. Right there. There you see. There you guys can see. Hopefully. All right. So my probe is inside the back of the boiler before being diverted by air, and you can see we have a. You hear that ramping up and down the gas valve, right? You're gonna see that our stack temperature, very low, right, is 285 and climbing. The O2 is 4.0. We have 740 and dropping of carbon monoxide in parts per million. We have another number there of 727 and dropping. Also, that's the available free air of carbon monoxide. And if you look at the bottom number on the screen, it's 85.1%. Right? An acceptable amount of carbon monoxide coming out of the boiler. So you just did it again. And when it does that, the carbon monoxide skyrockets. See that? Have you been noticing the difference of the gas valve and the burning of it? Look, our oxygen drops, our carbon monoxide skyrockets. We have a defective gas valve. All right? It's opening and closing and not maintaining, just fully open. And every time it does that, we have incomplete combustion, and that's the reason we have carbon monoxide. We have carbon monoxide coming out of a boiler or a heating appliance that burns fuel because the byproduct of incomplete combustion is carbon monoxide. See, it just did it again. It ramps up or down. Yep, and it skyrockets up and down. See? And this is why we test and we don't guess. This boiler, when it does that, right, is starving. It's starving for gas because it's not getting it. Now we can test for 24 volts, making sure we have consistent 24 volts in the gas valve, but you'd hear something with it. All right, we could take up the wiring, going to the gas valve on the bottom there, that yellow, yellow, blue, and red wire right there. We could disconnect that and check for power there, and make sure we have consistent voltage, but that is not inconsistent voltage. That is a problem with the valve. We have a defective gas valve, and she's finally turned off, and maybe she's at temperature, which she is. All right, so we do have a defective gas valve, 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch out. And this is a electronic ignition or intermittent pilot gas valve. Let's go get one from the truck. So here's our new gas valve. We have 3/4 in and 3/4 out, but that's okay because in here, right, the VR 8345, they give us reducing bushings. Oh. Now, this is, question. On gas piping in New York, can we use a bushing on gas piping? Pop quiz. Huh? The answer is no. No. Bushings, reducing bushings are not allowed on gas piping in New York. Right? You can use a reducing coupling. Right? That is allowed. Speaking of gas codes, what appliances is it permissible to use a flexible gas supply on the gas?
A household appliance?
What? For natural gas. Uh-huh. What appliances are permitted to have a flexible gas connector on it?
So like stove and dryer?
I'm saying appliances. You know,
stove and dryer.
Anything else?
So stove and dryer. Final answer.
Okay. That is the correct answer. And there is an exception, and we're not talking about I actually didn't say in or out, but you can also do it for a grill. Oh, but that's because it comes with the appliance, right? Okay, so now with outside, yes, right. So the only two appliances that we can use a flexible connector on is a stove and a dryer. Inside. That's it, inside, right? And that could be a cooktop too, as well, right? Or like I say, an oven, a wall oven. You know, obviously you're not going to be able to hard pipe it in, right? Because they're not. While they are permanent fixtures, they're movable, and that's the reason why. Also, speaking of bushings, we can use bushings on the gas valve because it comes with the appliance, and it's meant to work with the appliance. The same way this little flare compression adapter is on there, right? So we have two bushings, reducing bushings here. We can use it on the gas valve, and this gas valve will work with this boiler with no questions asked, and we will make sure that it's running properly with the testo when we're done. Just because of how it came out doesn't mean it's the right way. No, don't laugh. Don't laugh. I've been to a $20,000 water heater that was having flame rollout because someone put it back in the way it was, and it was installed upside down from the factory.
And this was a symbol in Mexico. So this arrow here, it's the arrow down. That means something.
Direction of flow.
Direction of flow. It's coming in. Flow down.
Okay, very good. Gas is done. Ready to fire up?
Well, not yet.
I don't know. What are you waiting on? We gotta check for leaks too with the soapy water. All right. Well, you fight with yourself with that. All right. That gray box that says Honeywell on it with a red button, which is on all New York City boilers, hydronic boilers, right? Which is a high temperature manual reset aquastat. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see those on Long Island. We're testing combustion. You replace the gas valve right there, right? And let's take a look at our readings. All right, we have a stack temperature of 305 and rising. We have an O2 percentage of 5.8. Right, we have 12 parts per million, 11 parts per million of carbon monoxide, 15 with available free air. And we have a gross efficiency of 84.7. Right, it's a vast difference than what it was before. Vast difference. Now we already cleaned the combustion burners, the gas burners, right? And while we were earlier during the service call, we heard the gas like ramp up and down. We also verified that by means of the combustion analyzer and seeing what happened when it ramped down. Mm-hmm. All right. So right now I'm not touching this gas valve. There's no need to adjust it. Right. We're 5.7 O2. We're at 6 parts per million of carbon monoxide. This is perfect. I could adjust this a little bit more and make that down to 0, but I don't want to confuse you right now. I just want you to learn as much as you can without bombarding you, because this is stuff that you have to do homework on as well. You have to learn. The more you know, the more you earn, right? Mm-hmm. So there we go. Very nice. There's the gas valve done. Easy peasy. About done finishing up on the second floor boiler. I'm not going to bore you with all the details of doing it again for the first floor, but Frankie already got the burner tubes removed, and he's using a wire brush to clean out those little slats. Those slats right there. So
nice,
if you go across with them with the brush, perfect. Mm-hmm. Very nice. And Frankie, for reference, I have a few different types of stickers. Okay, we have, you notice we have this kind of sticker, the yellow sticker. Every piece of equipment that we work on, put a sticker on it. Okay, if they have a maintenance plan with us, they get one of these stickers because it says stop. This unit may be covered under warranty. All right, and on new installs, you haven't seen them yet, but I have this nice little raised dome silver sticker. It's tits. It's tits. And I was going to put the combustion analysis printout on the front cover or the side cover, but like, you know what? I'm going to put it on the wall right here. I have these little shipping baggies that I get from Uline, and I don't seal the top. And I put here's my label maker. I marked this one second floor. I'm going to take the one for the first floor, put it right there. And every year we come back to do a tune-up, we're going to take the combustion test results from the testo and put it right in there. That way we can document the readings, right? We changed the gas valve. You saw in the video what it was before the gas valve was replaced. You saw how it was ramping up or down like it had a mind of its own. But now, not only is she protected with a maintenance agreement from us, but also she has a fully safe and operational, and it's verified and documented by means of this combustion draft analysis. We know the boiler is safe, because I don't care about fixing boilers to give them heat. We need to give them safe heat. All right. If you have any questions on how we, run the business, how we do preventative maintenance service calls, how we run service calls, that is the purpose of this channel. Right? I like to document the work that we do because I'm very proud of the work that my team and I do on a daily basis, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Right? Weekends reserved for families and emergencies only. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, be well, God bless, stay safe, and hug your kids. Peace out. Rock, paper, scissors. You guys ready for some bloopers and some extra content? Let's get going. Smash that thumbs up button. Hi, Frankie.
Oh.
Oh, let me see your old face.
Oh.
Air Force None did it a little different, but we like your way of doing it as well, though. Oh. You know that? You know where that comes from, right? Let me see your O face. You don't know? You want to see some crazy white boys in action?
Yeah.
Watch this. All right. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. All right. This is show her my O face. This is a scene from Office Space. So all the credit goes to Office Space right now.
Gonna throw a big party this weekend to celebrate. We're all invited. I'm thinking I might take that new chick from logistics. Things go well, I might be showing her my O face. Oh.
I told you, I don't disappoint. I entertain. All right, you ready for a combustion test? Shove it right up in her.
I'm saying HDI. What is that?
I have no fucking idea.
Oh.
Oh!